today I'm doing a long-awaited series that I have literally been thinking about for probably the past 3 to 4 years, and that is my Gotham villains, a Showgirls series. I know it's a lot, but it's something I've been thinking about. I have seen different parts of the Batman cartoons that show them singing in lounges, and obviously, you know, Black Canary and stuff, she sings in a lounge. But also there's these really cool art pieces, which I will link down below, that reimagined all of the Batman villains as showgirls, burlesque style, whatever you want to call them. And I wanted to do it myself. I wanted to put my own spin on it and do makeup with it. So today I'm starting with my favorite, Harley Quinn, of course. And I even made Harley accessories for this. So if you guys want to see how I made this look, then just keep watching. All right, so like I said in the intro, this is going to be a very dramatic, burlesque inspired kind of look. So we're just going to jump in. There's a lot of pieces and parts to this. And of course my refrigerator kicks on right now because I have a whole new filming setup for this series. I am doing this in my kitchen rather than in my living room because there is a lot more space. So I am just starting by priming my lids with a little concealer. And obviously this is going to be a very pale concealer, and I'm going to try and get rid of as much pigmentation here and underneath as possible, since obviously we're going to be Harley. And she is a pale gal. So in true Harley fashion, we're gonna do one half of the face one way and the other half the opposite way. So I'm going into the main squeeze palette from ColourPop, and I'm going to go into this very, very red color called Home Slice, and I'm using a BH Cosmetics number 6 brush. And Home Slice is red, the whole main squeeze palette is red. So we're gonna pack this on the lid, and this is gonna be the red side of our Harley look. Now everything I have, I tried to do as accurate to Harley style as possible while still making it very burlesque showgirl type of look. Just everything's gonna be really dramatic and very much more theater type makeup than wearable everyday makeup. But now I'm going to go in with a big fluffy brush. I'm going into my Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette. You can use any palette you want that has a jet black in it, but this is a matte black. And I'm gonna start very lightly going over top of that red with small circles, and I'm making sure that I don't go past where the red ends at the end of my eye, because we're going to do something with that later. So just small circles, because we don't want it to get too dark too quickly and not be able to fix it and blend it. You can always build, but you can't take away. Since this is so very dramatic, we are going to do a really dramatic highlight on the upper brow. So we're going to take the color Snow from the Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette, and this is a very, very shimmery white shade. We're going to go right under the brow with it and blend it into the black. Now it's time to do the opposite on the other eye. I'm going in with black first, using that same fluffy brush since it is the lid. We can use this to kind of saturate everything. So I'm just pressing. I'm not really using sweeping motions, just to keep fallout from happening. So now that we have the black laid down, I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to go into Like It's Hot out of this palette just because it's a matte and it's going to look better in the crease, and start packing this on. And obviously this is a very vibrant true red, where Home Slice is just a bit shimmery. And then highlight with Snow, which is the shimmery white. right under the brow. Now we're going to throw on some glitter. So take whatever glitter adhesive you like using the best and press it on the lid. The glitters I'm going to be using are from Sin Cosmetics. I have Panic, which is red, and Slate, which is black. So the black is going to go on the black shadow, the red's going to go on the red shadow. So I'm going to open this up here, and I'm going to use the same brush I used for my shadow for the red side, since this brush picks up a beautiful amount of glitter, as you can see. And we're going to stipple that on ever so gently as the glitter rains down my face. I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define foundation. This is color F4, so it's not the palest, but it is fairly pale. This is just my normal foundation color. And we're gonna mix it with a little bit of white face paint, but I want to get a nice base down first. And I don't want it to go completely clown white. I want it to be somewhat skin-like, but still very, very pale. Now I'm going to blend it with this BH Cosmetics brush. Concealer time. We're gonna go into the same concealer we used the first time. This is C6. I'm just gonna toss a generous layer under the eyes and start kind of contouring that nose. So down the nose, on the chin, Cupid's bow. Now a lot of this obviously is going to get blended and kind of covered up with the white paint, but it'll give us a nice base to add the white paint to as well. So you don't have to blend it too deeply. Now that I'm looking at my face with this concealer on, I think if I just add a little bit of concealer to the forehead like this, and we kind of just layer it on, this could actually work for Harley in general. So we won't have to use any white paint, since this is a cool tone concealer. So I have two liners that we're going to use today. I have the Color Pop. This is the liquid liner in Try Me, which is red, and then my black liquid liner from NYX. Now, I'm going to lean forward a bit so that I have some stability, but we're not just going to do one liner black, one liner red. We're going to create a dual liner kind of situation. So I'll show you how I do it. Starting with the red, or with the red side, I should say. I'm going to start the base of my wing. So I'm starting with the wing and making it very big. Let's do about half of your liner with this. And we're going to take the red and finish your liner with it. Now this liner, for some reason, takes a few strokes to get going, but you're gonna basically make it meet with your black liner and finish off your liner with it. I'm gonna throw my lashes and mascara on this eye so you can see how it looks all together. So just using my Lights Camera Lashes mascara from Tarte. We're gonna do the same thing we did on the other side with this side. Start your wing, building it upwards. So now we have the red part of this eye done. We're just gonna take that matte liquid liner that we used before and finish off this one. So now I have the corset on for the costume and the bottoms, but you can't see those, and my lashes. So now we're gonna go underneath the lid with Like It's Hot on the red side, all the way across, smudging it under the eye. And then on the other side, we're gonna go in with the black shadow and do the same thing. So this is why I said the fallout wouldn't really matter. Now we're going to contour. I'm going into my contour palette here. I'm gonna take the most neutral shade, I feel, swirling motions so that everything blends and doesn't leave a really dark line. Even though her hair is blonde, Harley always has really dark eyebrows. So that's what we're gonna do today, is some really stage, cartoony, square eyebrows. I'm just using a matte black shadow for this. Make sure I give myself a nice villainous arch. We have our brows done. I'm gonna go in with this blush. This is Cheerio from ColourPop. And we're gonna add some really rosy cheeks. Then to highlight, I'm going to be using a very pale highlight. If you want to use a white one, this one kind of has a little bit of purple to it, which I think adds a little bit of drama and interest. But we're gonna highlight everywhere. So it's very like shiny, cartoony looking. And then because it's Harley, I want to add some little freckles that are diamonds. So I'm going to use that red liner that we tried to use earlier and my black liner to just draw little diamond freckles. So now that we have these freckles, which I'm kind of obsessed with, it's time to add some jewels. So I have these really cool black jewels that I wanted to add. I think they'll be perfect for this. These are from Ardell. They come out with these around Halloween time. They just kind of stick on like that. And then there's a little underpiece as well that you put under your eye. And I really wish I had like a red pair and a black pair because that would make sense, but alas, I do not. For the lips, I'm going to use a dark red lip pencil. Okay, and then I'm going in with a red lipstick. I'm going to go in with a black lipstick. This is from Cursed Cosmetics, and this is the color Ritual, and it is black. I have a coupon code for this down below. And here is the finished look with the wig. I just took my blonde wig and put some of that red color Halloween spray in it, and this is what we got. I only had red, so I couldn't do red and black, but let's just pretend it's red and black. And then the accessory that you guys will see in the photos and the intro and stuff is this Harley bat that I made myself. I have Quinn on one side, Harley on the other. It's actually a metal bat that I painted to look like a wood bat. So super easy, has all the diamonds and stuff on it. But yeah, that is it for this look. Make sure you stick around because I'm going to have a ton of these showgirl, gender bending, Batman, hero, villain looks. I'm doing like Penguin and Joker and all of them. So make sure you stick around and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.